We begin at 4 with breaking news as the manhunt continues to find the suspect in the deadly shooting at Brown University. The FBI has just released a new video of a person of interest in the case, tracking his movements both before and immediately after the shooting on campus. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kayla Fish. We'll show you more of that video in just a moment, but this all comes as Brown University formally identified the 2 students who were killed in the shooting. And some good news from Rhode Island Hospital. We're told a second wounded student has been released from the hospital. In the wake of the campus tragedy, more than a dozen local school sporting events have either been postponed or canceled. Our team coverage continues now. Let's get right out to Kim Kalunian, who spoke earlier today with Attorney General Peter Neronha and has more details on that new video. Kim.
Yeah, Kayla, we are now 3 days out from that deadly shooting that happened here inside the Barris and Holly building on Brown University's campus. You can see the flowers, the tributes growing here behind me at this memorial as folks grieve those 2 students who were killed. As you mentioned, there are 7 students still recovering in the hospital. And of course, the entire community is waiting on news of an arrest. Now, just moments before we came on air, we got some new video that we want to show you from the FBI, surveillance video showing this person of interest in this case walking around the streets here very close to where we're standing right now before and after the shooting occurred at this Barris and Holly building. Now, I talked to Attorney General Peter Neronha earlier today, and he said at this hour investigators still have not yet identified the person of interest in this video, but he says that's a top priority. Take a listen.
In a case like this, where you don't have an eyewitness right out of the shoot who can identify the person, somebody, his physical image is now on screen with your and the rest of the media's help. I believe somebody will recognize him, and I believe that can happen at any minute. I also believe that working the other leads that we have developed and are developing will allow us to break this case and break it relatively soon. I can't promise when, and I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, but what I can say is that the work is constant.
So no one inside Barris and Holly at the time of the shooting has been able to tell investigators this is who this person was, this is what they looked like? Yeah,
to date, no witness has said it's, John Jones. What we're working on is talking to those witnesses to get the best physical description we can.
Yeah, and all of that as the FBI and police continue to release more and more surveillance video as they obtain it, again, working to identify that person of interest seen in those videos. Neronha tells me he has no doubt once they know who that person is, they will be able to find him.